What up, people? This is Two Souls from Two Souls on Fire Radio Show, bringing you another Triple Shot Tuesday studio takeover. That's right, mi gente. ¿Qué hubo le? ¿Cómo están todos allá? Thank you guys for being here, tuning in every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Those of you guys that are listening in on Zeno FM Radio, thank you guys so much for your support. Also on Jam Hits TV, thank you guys for watching. If you guys are loving the show, make sure that you guys share, like, and subscribe. Hit that button and show us your fire emojis on the comments if you guys are watching right now. And I'm just so excited because guess what, guys? We are going to be having Two Souls on Fire merch coming soon, you guys. That's right. Jam Hits TV is producing it for me. They're going to go ahead and make it. Don't forget, if you guys want to order shirts or anything that you guys need apparel to be, having prints on, hey, we're doing it. We got the machine right here, Jam Hits TV Network. And if you guys want to go ahead and place your order, make sure you guys follow Jam Hits TV. And I'm very excited about it. So make sure you guys collect your pennies, guys, and support Two Souls on Fire Radio so you can buy that shirt or hoodie or whatever I'm going to be creating. But it is going to be merch, so that way you guys can wear it and sport it out there and all the events and stuff like that. So I'm very excited for that stepping stone. And I owe it all to Jam Hits TV. So thank you so much for Mike, the producer over there, the voice of God. So anyways, I'm very excited to introduce to you guys today the gentleman that I have right here on my left or your right. He goes by the name of E-Sac. That's right.
What's up, everybody? Feliz Cinco de Mayo.
So I'm so excited to have you here because why? I had you on my 1 year anniversary. You remember?
I remember. Yes, it was dope.
Yes, I had him on my 1 year anniversary, guys, and he did a performance for us.
Yes.
And it was an amazing performance. And I mean, I loved it. I already had him on the Triple Shot Tuesday back-to-back, remember? And then when I heard your music, I was like, oh, man, I got to get you on a show, my boy.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
That's right. And we ended up doing that thing, right?
Yes,
It was in Redlands, California.
Right. It was dope. It was the brewery bomb beer.
Yeah.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, and it was a lot going on that day. We had so many artists on stage, and we had lowriders, and what else we had? Like the Mexican folkloric dancers, the vendors. I mean, it was hot as heck, though, right?
Yeah, it's going to be another year, right? It's about to be.
Yeah, in August, the 26th is going to be another year.
That's dope. You going to do another thing?
Yes, we are.
Cool.
Yes, we are. So we were actually talking about that just earlier before you got here.
Yeah, dope.
Because we had to plan it, 2-year anniversary and,
I got you guys.
Bring back everybody and, have a little more to it, too. So I'm hoping that we get, to that point where we could actually make it a little bigger.
Right. No, it was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was
and then you performed he also performed for us at the Stoner Bash event.
Right.
Yeah, we had our first
too.
Stoner Bash event, and that was my first collaborating event that I did with Jam Hits TV, Jamhitzmusic, and we also collabed with Treehouse Dispensary in Moreno Valley.
Right.
Yeah, that was our first event, and you were there too,
yes,
right?
I was. Yes, thank you guys for having me there.
Yeah.
It was dope.
Yeah, so I'm excited to have you here. So, let's, tell everybody a little bit more about you. And we're also going to be playing your tracks today as well. And guess what, guys? He brought us an exclusive for our radio show.
Right here. You're hearing it first.
I can't wait to hear it, man. Because like I said, there's a lot of times that a lot of artists, when they submit their tracks, half the time, I don't get to listen to all of them. I'll try to save a couple for that way when I do this in one-on-one person, you can get my original authentic reaction to the song.
I can't wait till you hear it because it's for the ladies. This one, yes, it's actually for the ladies. Yes.
Okay, that's right.
I took my time and thought about the ladies.
And that's the thing. A lot of times, a lot of artists forget about that. They'll start rapping and being aggressive and talking the shit and or whatever it could be, guns or drugs.
It's not all about bang bang, shoot 'em up shit.
Making the bag, bringing home the bag.
Nah.
Here you are making this track for us women. Okay.
Some little smooth shit. It's dope.
I can't wait. I can't
wait either. I've been wanting to push it out there, but I'm still waiting on my artwork for it so it can be released on digital streaming platforms. But
definitely.
Yeah.
So let us know, what does your name mean? I've always wondered, what does the E and the Sac mean? What's that?
Okay, so E-Sac it was my little twist on my government name. My name is Isaac. In Spanish, you pronounce it E-Sac.
Okay.
So that's why I just flipped it and kind of added the E and the dash. I know I've gotten so many people ask me, "Are you from East Sacramento?"
That's what I thought.
No, I'm not, bro. Just or from the Bay, because you know how E40 got his name like that, E-40.
Okay.
Yeah. It was just me playing around with, trying to be a little artistic and keep it still personal. Because I went through all kinds of names through all this thing. I used to go by Sac, S-A-K, and just all, or the Sac. For real, Come on now. Like that was impersonal. Like I thought E-Sac was a lot more. Like that's me. That's my my government name.
And so how long have you been an artist?
Ooh. Well, like everybody's story, like it started rhyming like in high school, just like writing poetry, whatever. And I didn't take it seriously till I want to say like 2005. I had a homeboy that I was working with, and he made beats, and he showed me some of his beats, and I was like, bro, I rhyme. And he's like, man, you ever thought of recording? I was like, well, yeah, but I don't have any money like to buy gear or anything like that. He's like, I got you, bro. He had an account with Sweetwater, so he bought me an interface, the Pro Tools. We got a mic, so then I started recording. I remember I had an empty room in my apartment, and I turned it into a studio. I got a bunch of A-cards, like Hustle and Flow, and put them on the wall, and that shit deadened the echo. And from there, like, I started recording, and I used to have that, whatever I recorded at that time, I had it on SoundCloud. It's now disappeared because I took it off. It wasn't that polished, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, well, you got to start off somewhere. Not everyone's gonna be perfect the first day they start, unless you're magically gifted that way.
Right. No, and I saw a progression, and I was moving forward, but then you know how life is. Like you get handed all these things in your life, and sometimes, especially at a young age, we're not able to combat the distractions, and we just end up veering towards the other way, and we get like hella distracted by women or whatever the case is. Yeah. And that's kind of that was my story. Like I got distracted, and like I left it on the back burner. Oh. And then I had my first son, and then that took priority in my life. Before music, but and then not till like recently, I started coming back at it at like full force, because I'll be damned if I'm like in my 60s and 70s and regretting, like, oh man, that's even worse. Not trying.
It is.
Like you sitting there with regret at an old age. Like you should have tried, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're never gonna know unless you try. You know
exactly.
what I mean?
Don't be afraid to try.
Regretting it.
Right.
Yeah.
That part.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, you did introduce some tracks to us today, so we're gonna go ahead and have you drop the first track, so we can go ahead and let people know what you're all about.
The next song we're gonna play.
Next song? No, you mean the first.
Oh, the first song. My bad. First song we're gonna play is called Goonies.
Yes.
On Two Souls on Fire Radio, Triple Shot Tuesday, Studio Takeover.
Hey, E-Sac. I'm in action with a wobble, click and clack my semi-auto, stash spots in el carro, cause I'm tryna see the motto. Bout that truth, bout that nacho, hoes address me as el guapo. Hit the street, it gets gacho, it's a stick, call me Pancho. Via, making my money en la esquina. Mira, got that plug la buena, la más fina. Rock that bitch, pa' que rinda. Fiends on my block, walking dead, should've seen them. Always bout my hustle, you know I gotta eat. Excuses for the weak, ain't no handles for his cheese. Rules to the shit, raised by them streets. 24/7, money train, never sleep. Count up that love, count up that love. Looking for the dollar, homie, stay on preserve. Count up that love, count up that love. Por la plata yo respondo, homie, me and my goons. Count up that love, count up that love. Looking for the dollar, homie, stay on preserve. Count up that love, count up that love. Por la plata yo respondo, homie, me and my goons. Came up out the element, homie, that was heaven sent. Shout out to my mama for them prayers that she always said. Crazy little knucklehead, y'all couldn't tell me shit. Running them streets again, money on my mind again. Pushing that product, what you want, I got it. Big homie the plug, so you know supply is solid. Coca, marihuana, hongos se los tragan. Chiva pa' la carga, de eso no se habla. Trabajo derecho, meneando chueco. Mi vieja pildorina, la suegra cocaína. Viejo tan maje en la bolsa de traje. No hallaron era ni polvo para el pase.
What up, people? This is Two Souls from Two Souls on Fire Radio Show with the Triple Shot Tuesday Studio Takeover. Over here with the man, E-Sac.
Yeah.
That's right. We just played a track called Goonies.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I mean, my
Oh,
bad.
yeah, you got to remember that.
I'm sorry.
That happened last time. Okay, guys, everyone that's watching, that's been watching, remember there was a time where I remember I had to correct another artist that did the same thing. And I was just like, you know what? You guys are used to having another man interview because a lot of podcasts, a lot of radio shows have a man always interviewing. So I'm like, wait a minute. Us women could do it too, you know.
Women are taking over.
That's right. Women power.
Yeah, it's a new era.
So you got to say, yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
But anyways, so how did you even create this like track right here called Goonies? Because I remember a movie called like that.
Yeah.
How'd you even create that?
Just the name Goonies, like it just everybody it sparks something when you say it, and people like, oh, Goonies. Everybody remembers it.
Yes.
So before it was called Me and My Goons.
Oh.
So like goons, like our thug homies in the hood, and like that was the premise of the song, and then just Goonies sounded better instead of Me and My Goons. Like play that one song by E-Sac, Me and My Goons. Like nah, like Goonies is like Goonies. That's
just
dope.
one word.
Yeah.
Make it simple.
Yeah, for real. Simplicity.
Yeah, that's right. So, what was the last show that you been on stage?
I did the back in the day after party.
Oh, the after party.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was an after party.
Yeah.
Okay, and how was it?
It was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have fun?
I had fun. I did my thing. Yeah. And I tried something new. I performed with just my instrumentals.
Oh.
Instead of like, because before I was performing with my normal song. You know what I mean? And like it was okay in the beginning when I was building up confidence, but then I felt like I was like trapped in a box. Because I gotta keep up with whatever I already laid, and then I gotta make sure I perform correctly and like my words. And I felt like I was yelling, and I was like, no, let me try something new. So I went into the studio and created with my homie LOI. We did some performing tracks. So like we kept the beat, dropped the verses, and we just kept the hook. So I could breathe on the hook. But I love the energy. Way better.
So that's kind of like not too long ago. I had a friend of mine comment on one of our artists that we had on our show, and I was just like, reflecting based off that, because he was like, "Hey, why isn't the artist singing their actual tracks? Why are they like seeming like they're lip singing their own track?" And I remember when I first started this, like when I first started hosting. I had said the same thing to like myself. I was just like, wait a minute, like, because it was like, I was barely getting into this and going to shows and promoting and stuff, right? And hosting. And a lot of the artists, they would play their show mix or whatever have you. And then I could hear their voice in the background. And they were like singing over the track. And then I asked one of my artist friends, like, hey, why can't you rap it yourself? Like, and just have the instruments. I mean, just, have the beat. And they had told me that, well, a lot of times, a lot of music producers don't release it or something like that. It has to do something with like legal issues with either the beat master or something like that. Like, do you know what I'm talking about? Like, as far as like if you have a music producer, or maybe he knows, the voice of God could answer that for me. Like, how is that like where like a lot of the artists, they always do that. A lot of the shows, they don't like sing naturally with just their voice and the beat.
I don't know.
Like, is there a reason why you guys do that, or like how a lot of artists do that?
I've heard, yes, that some producers will put like a legalities on what you can use the beat for, either live performances or a certain amount of video, music videos that can be used and played on. Or sometimes it's just the artist might be lazy and don't want to like perform.
Yeah, because I was like, there was an artist that a friend of mine, and I told her, I said, hey, you sound dope. Like, I love your voice. I love how you rap. I said, try to see if you can have the beat just play by itself. And then when you do your shows, you actually sing into the mic. Instead of us hearing your voice in the background, you're trying to catch up to it.
That's the problem. That's why I felt. I was like, nah, like I felt a lot more freer now. And then I feel also that we owe it to the audience to give them a good performance.
Yeah.
Like actual performance, not just karaoke. Like, because I've seen...
You're karaokeing your own song.
Yeah, because I've seen some artists, like, they won't say anything. It's like... like their song was playing. Yeah, I mean I get it. Like if you haven't built like the stage presence or the confidence to want to like rap that way, like I get it. Like you could just take your little breaths if you don't know your verses completely. Because there's times that I fucked up and I didn't like that happened to me last weekend.
Oh shit!
Like I missed a couple words. I had to freestyle the words real quick, and I don't think anybody caught it because they don't know my shit. But yeah, like I get it. I mean, to me it boils down to confidence, and then also I can't speak for everybody, but like I think maybe some artists too just lack of not like when you went into the studio and recorded that you might have not had the engineer like bounce back the performance file for you, which has no verses but would have the chorus. And then, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's for performance reasons. Like, you can do it.
Do you think it also could do with, like you said, like money-wise? I mean, maybe it's expensive to do it where they could just give them the instrumental? Or what? I mean,
I can kind of tell you because I record people.
Yeah.
So some of the people, you have to do a lot of engineering on their vocals.
That part.
Sometimes with singers. They can't really carry that tone, but you use Melodyne, Auto-Tune to put their voices in key. So when the girl's up there singing, she ain't gonna sound nothing like that track because we do a lot of behind the scenes correcting her voice, even rappers.
Right.
Like you think, man, that track sounds
compression,
so fire,
all that.
but they don't really sound like that because of the compression of everything.
Right.
So,
okay.
You know, but there's some artists that are natural.
Yeah.
That can rap, that can, you know, and
Yeah.
they can do that. And
Right.
there's just some that just don't, or the confidence too.
Yeah. No.
I mean, a lot of two rappers just lower their vocals, so you can still hear. But I say, like, for some people, if just lower your vocals a little bit, so your main vocals.
Yeah, and that way you're not like feel like you fighting like trying to get over the. Because that's how I felt when we did the treehouse, the stoner bash.
Yeah.
Like I felt like when I was watching my video, like after like whatever my girl recorded, like I was watching it and I felt like I was yelling, like just trying to get over my music, and I was like, nah, I gotta change that up.
Too, it had to do a lot with stage because like they'll put speakers in front of you so you can relay it back. But since the stoner bash, we only had the two speakers in the front. And you don't have nothing to hear yourself, so you don't know if you're screaming.
That's
too
true.
loud.
Right.
But like when they have the good stages and everything, they're right there, speakers. You can hear yourself, where they use the little earpiece for yourself.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
Maybe once we get,
we'll get to
more donations to our network, we can afford having, some nice equipment like that so that way our artists could sound good. You know what I mean? Not that they don't, but I mean, yeah, like that does help.
It does.
Like even you said it, you felt more free. Like,
I did,
to do that, new concept that you're thinking of.
Right. And I should have done it like that a while back. Because I bounced this off one of my homies that works with me. He's also an artist. His name is Mash. Shout out to him. And yeah, he told me the same thing because I was like, bro, should I perform over my music already or just the instrumental? He's like, bro, you're an MC, bro. Perform over your instrumental. You're an MC. I was like, you're right, bro. Right. But like, again, it was confidence. Like I had to build up that confidence, because it's a lot going on. I got to remember my song. I got to interact with the audience. Yeah. I got to make sure I sound on key. And then to top it off, I got to make sure I follow what's already being heard in the back with the music that's already been recorded. Like, there's a lot going on. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's a lot of information we just did right now. Everybody that's listening, this is helpful. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's why I like doing my shows too, because it's not only I'm not only learning from you, but I'm also the people that are watching, and there might be a newcomer artist that's out there that wants to kind of, hey, what should I do? Or, this is a good tip for them. So hopefully you guys are listening and, you can take this, recommendation, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt.
Because you're learning too.
I am learning.
So you ready to drop the next track?
Yes. This is our next track. What was it? 24/7?
24/7.
You're listening to 24/7 on Two Souls Fire Radio.
Two Souls on Fire.
Two Souls on Fire, my bad. Two Souls on Fire. Triple Shot Tuesday. Studio Takeover.
With E-Sac.
Gotta stay high just to get by. Put one in the air, exhale to the sky. Blow the stress away. Love you, Mary Jane. You my main thing. Beat it out the frame. All the time, on my mind, got you on the brain. This life of mine, hard out here, know you feel the same. Smoke to maintain, smoke to hit the pain. Soy piloto, homie, puffin' paper planes. Steady smoking on that la 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 la. Burning up nothing but fire. Steady smoking on that la 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 la. Burning up nothing but fire. Only the finest when I inhale weed. Shout out OG Palace, supplying what you need. Sacrament for me, King Palm be the leaf. Con los ojos rojos, how you find me? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, we smoke, we toke, we smoke, we toke. I don't know, but I've been told never slow down, never grow old. Been a stoner for too damn long. Quitting not an option for me no more. I'm a high guy, lay back, glared eye, dry eye, red eye, cotton mouth dry. Find me in flight, about to ignite, celebrate right, smoking all night. Lo que fuman, vale verga, puras fallas, que vergüenza. Yo quemando de la buena, marihuano, pa' que sepan, siempre al 100. Pilas puestas, relajado, no me estresan, siempre al 100. Pilas puestas, relajado, no me estresan. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, we smoke, we toke, we smoke, we toke.
What up, people? This is Two Souls from Two Souls on Fire radio show with the Triple Shot Tuesday studio takeover with the one and only E-Sac.
What up?
Hey, we just played a track called 24/7.
Yeah, there's a video out now for that.
That's right, and they just watched
on
it.
YouTube. Oh, that's what's up. Yeah.
That's right. Everyone watched it, man. That's right. Hey, we played that. I was telling him that he had performed this track at the Stoner Bash event that we had. Remember?
Yeah. Yes.
At the Treehouse
dope.
dispensary. That shit was dope. It matched the scenery and everything, you know, because we were at the Treehouse dispensary. Right. So I was like, yeah, everybody's smoking. Hey, what you think about them games that we had?
It was cool. The homie won the high sock game. Yeah.
Hey, I had a lot of fun, man. If you guys, you don't know, now you know. Like, we had like tons of games, and not only that, but they have like the giveaways. I mean, we had so many vendors giving out free stuff too, you know?
Yeah, I won something too.
What'd you win?
Some edibles.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I took them too like 2 days later. God, I was so high. They creep up on you. Like, people don't understand edibles.
You gotta watch how much do you intake?
I ate the whole thing.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Wait, which one's that one?
That one had me bit. Yeah, that's how I felt. That's how I felt later on.
Yeah, you gotta watch out with that shit. Damn. So what's coming up for you? Do you have any like new projects that you're working on?
Nah, I'm trying to put another project together. I've been dropping singles since my last project, E-Sac, the mixtape, hosted by DJ Devious. A.K.A. Kiki Smooth.
Yeah, that's right. Shout out to Kiki Smooth.
Yeah. Shout out to the homie. That was the last project I dropped, and then from then I've been dropping singles. Like, I've had already like 2 singles, Moneda Dos Caras, Childhood Scars, and just trying to build up some more catalog of music. Yeah. I got another song that I'm waiting on some artwork called "Slow It Down" for the ladies. Yeah.
So I've listened to your songs, and a lot of the times when I'm listening to your songs, you do talk a lot about like childhood stuff. Is it something that you went through maybe that you sing about? Yeah. Because I know there was a track that you were talking about how your dad, or I don't know if that's your dad or you're talking about your dad or someone, but like I was kind of relating to some of them. Because, you know, I grew up without a dad too. Right. So it's like very emotional. There's a lot of emotional lyrics in one of your tracks.
Yeah, all the time. I borrow a lot from my life or people that were close to me. But yeah, a lot has to do with stuff that I've
went through.
Right. Yeah. I try to keep it as genuine as possible.
Yeah, and I think that's good in a way because it's like I said, a lot of your audience, they might relate to it. You know what I mean? And that's how they gravitate towards you. You know, as an artist.
And sometimes it's good to be that way, to be vulnerable and show that you're human, you have emotions, and that way you're able to captivate the audience attention, like bring them in, like, oh shoot, like I went through that.
Yeah.
Like I had a stepdad that used to beat my ass.
Yeah.
Or whatever the case is, like I grew up without a dad, or my dad passed away, or I've thought about death in that way, and about just so it's cool to borrow from your life. Don't be shy, artists. Pull from your scars, pull from yourself, because it's genuine that way. It's more easier to be yourself than try to portray or try to copy somebody else's style. You know what I mean? Like it's best that way, I feel. That's my personal opinion on that. Yeah.
Definitely, I think so too. Especially like when you're singing from the heart, you know what I mean?
Right.
And when you're rapping from the heart and you're writing down them lyrics and you're like, damn, like, and then sometimes do you feel like, damn, when you look at it, you're like, damn, I really fucking went through this shit.
Yeah.
And then do you feel proud of yourself that you're here now? Like, because sometimes some people, like, when you're a kid, like when you're a youngster, some kids want to end their lives because of what they're going through. It's sometimes too much for some kids. Some teenagers, they want to either end their life, or some of them go to gangs, and some of them go to drugs.
Right.
And here you are today, and it's like, do you feel like accomplished, like some kind of way? And
yes, no, I do, because through all of that, through the hurdles, through the ups and downs, the trials and tribulations, like I'm here. Like I didn't think I was gonna live this. Like I thought I was gonna be dead young. Like I think maybe just something that we share as teenagers, or because life is so heavy, or whatever the case that we're going through. Like sometimes we have that death wish, if you want to call it that. Like just hopelessness, and it's hard sometimes to come out of that, because we've lost a lot of youth behind that. Like all that hopelessness, and they have no help and no resources to go speak to somebody, or to get some kind of like guidance or some kind of comfort. And it's sad, because I've been there. We all been there.
Yeah, we all been there. And then not only that, but like I think I can't remember the title of your song that I was thinking of, but there was a part where you were saying that like that you're, well, I mean, I don't know if that's really, I mean, I'm just singing I'm just saying what I heard, right? But that, how you were like, oh, there's different out of a sudden different men that were in your life, in your mom's life, touching on her.
Right.
And I was just like, damn, you know what? Like, that's crazy, because it's like, as a kid, and me, I'm a single parent. So as a kid, and then, the parent might not realize how bad that looks, or how's that affecting our children. But I'm like, that's why we got to tread lightly on like who as a woman, or either as a man, who we bring into our lives as a single parent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If it's not really like legit relationship just yet, like don't be bringing them in, because it does affect the kid, when they're watching that all the time, when the women or the man, keep on switching boyfriends and girlfriends all the time and shit.
It was the song Exertion. Yeah, mommy, where's my daddy? Why ain't he around? Who's still Juan? Why is he always around?
Yeah.
Another week later, it's another Joe filling up on mommy, taking off her clothes.
Yeah. I was like, damn, those lyrics are hard right there. That shit's crazy.
Truth be told, I wrote that shit like in my 20s. I was like 20-something when I wrote that.
Damn.
Yeah, that's how old that song is. Yeah.
And here I am still listening to it,
and it's
today.
still relevant. That's what like sometimes, like when I wrote some shows, like, man, that's just like, it's still relevant, and it still like resonates. And that's why I'm like, that's what I mean, like borrowing from your own like actual like concrete feelings and actual like trueness. Like it's gonna resonate.
Yeah.
Like it's never gonna like go out of fashion or out of trend, because it's real. Like it's raw.
It's raw. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That there's certain parts of certain songs that you sing, that you rap to, that I was just like, I could relate to, because I was a child that didn't grow up with their dad. So I mean, my mom went through what she went through, and then now it's kind of like I'm going through the same thing. It's just like, damn, like this fool singing like something that I went through and shit. I was like, oh shit,
Yeah.
But I'm really, happy that, you're doing your thing and that you enjoy it. Now, is there any other hobbies that you like to do besides your music? Do you do anything else? Like, what does E-Sac do on a normal day? Or like, what do you do?
I try to make beats.
Oh, really?
I try to make beats, yeah. I fuck around with the beats. I love the recording process and the mixing process, because I've done it like for so long. But then I get really, really anal about it. And then that's why I'm like, no, I'd rather just go to the studio and have the engineer do it. Because, like, you know, they're more on point on that. Especially got dudes that, like, went to school and all that shit. Like, shout out to the homie Choco, Firehouse Studios. Man, I love the way that fool gets down. Like, he brought my music to a whole nother level.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I like doing that. I used to draw a lot when I was in
like
high school.
Or
graffiti or just like comic book characters.
Oh,
yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
And you don't do it no more?
Nah, it's been a long time since that. Yeah.
Do you play any sports?
Nah. That's why I'm a
what about when
chubby
you
guy.
were younger? No sports either?
I liked football and then soccer, you know, like, but that was about it. Like, I like watching sports with my son.
What's your team?
Steelers. For
Oh,
football, the
shit.
Steelers, yeah. And then, you know, basketball, the Lakers and shit. Mm-hmm. You know, and then, I mean, I'm pretty much involved with my kids now. Like, my oldest, she's in volleyball right now. And then my son, he's not doing football right now, but then he'll be back into football as soon as the season starts. And then I got a 3-year-old and a 2-year-old. So, like, I'm busy.
You're
like,
busy.
doing daddy shit. Family shit.
Family
yeah.
shish. Yeah, that's right. Hey, but ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, you're happy, you know, with your, wife, right? You have a good family, you know, like keeping you busy, keeping you useful. I think kids, keep you useful too, right?
Yeah, or they drive you crazy. And it's hard because then I try to manage music into it and then my job and then it's really like draining. Like sometimes I wish like you could clone myself and have that fool go to work and then this fool could work on music and then this fool could handle the kids. Like,
hey, wouldn't that be cool, Mike?
Man,
if we did that for you,
man.
For our producer, man,
Mike would be
he
the
has
new
so
Death
many
Row.
things on the table, man. Oh my God, we'd have like five different mics. And those of you guys that don't know who I'm talking about, that's our Jam Hits TV producer right there in the background. Yeah. Oh my God, that would be so dope if we had someone.
It would
like
be dope.
5 of them.
But it's good though, because that's what life is about. Like, try to do the most while we're here.
Yeah.
Because in a blink, boom.
That's true.
Yeah.
In the blink, we never know when our life, when we get called up to the good Lord up there in the heaven.
Right.
I said we gotta enjoy life as it is how day by day how we come. Sometimes I think if we try to do too much and we have like, let's say, a goal and we put like all these things down on the piece of paper, then we kind of like disappoint ourselves if we put too much. So I think it's best to put like little by little certain goals. Like every year, like start off with like, okay, like 10, and then just kind of like knock them down, little by little. But when you start off in your idea with too much, then it's just like you like kick yourself in the ass for not doing them. It's like not completing them, and then it's kind of like you're setting yourself up like for like not failure, but like you're like, damn, like just put something realistically that you can like kind of like accomplish little by little, and then just start knocking them down. Because that's what I did a couple years ago. I started doing that, and I was just like finding myself more excited that I was like, wow, like I already completed like this much, you know what I mean, every year.
Yeah, no, that's a good game though, because a lot of times you need to like make a list and have a visual like map or like to see like, okay, I knocked this one out, cool.
Yeah.
Next one.
Exactly. Yeah, actually, as a matter of fact, I still got that book. Like I have a whole bunch of books that I've written down like all my stuff and stuff like that. And then I remember I told my daughter, I go, hey, one day when I'm like not here in this earth, I want you guys to read them books and you're going to find a lot about mommy. You're going to find out a lot about me. I said, because like mommy's gone through so much, and so they're like, yeah, mom, I know. And then I'm like, yeah. So just in case you guys ever want to know more about me, I go, you can read them books.
Hell yeah.
All right, well, let's go ahead and have you introduce this next track right here.
All right. You are watching or listening to Two Souls on Fire Radio, Triple Shot Tuesday, Studio Takeover. And this next song is called Bible, Bible. Those are acronyms for basic instructions before leaving Earth. Ooh. Shout out to David Rolas. He's featured on the song. He did the hook for me. That was a blessing. Yep.
That's right.
I have often puzzled about what it must be like to go to sleep and never wake up.
E-Sac music.
To be simply not there forever and ever.
Late nights, find me thinking, blowing blunts, brown ale sipping, bugging on death, must be tripping. Really am I? Life is ticking, live to die, tattooed on arm, body finite, soul's gone, exodus, flesh and bone. Where we go, nobody know. Reincarnation, life preparation, righteous men, high expectations, past taken, no hesitation, outcome a mystery, our destination. Not religious, no fear of God. Wait, hold up, what if I was wrong? Too late now, time to get ghosts. Journey for souls onto the cosmos. Basic instructions before leaving Earth. Life is a test, make you question the universe.
Touch the sky, I wanna fly, ready to die.
Basic instructions before leaving Earth. Life is a test, make you question the universe.
May wanna touch the sky.
Back to Orion, birth of our essence, universe, galaxies, solar systems, rite of passage, slight transition, spiritual beings on a stellar mission, heavens quoted, biblical scriptures, day of birth, start the intermission, paradise awaits, another existence, mortal flesh, mental prison, life for ransom for those that have none, self-sacrifice, prepare for the outcome, prophecy fulfilled, death of a godson, God bless moms, womb that I spawned from, tears of joy, realm of madness, loved ones in a state of sadness, no need mourn, death was promised, life live, nothing for granted, basic instructions before leaving Earth, life is a test, make you question the
Touch
universe.
the sky, I wanna fly, ready to die.
Basic instructions before leaving Earth. Life is a test, make you question the universe.
May wanna touch the sky.
There was never any end to that interval if the waking up didn't happen. That's such a curious thought. And yet, you know, I believe that although that's rather gloomy kind of consideration, I found that's one of the most creative thoughts I ever thought in my life. And I keep going back to it.
What up, people? This is Two Souls from Two Souls on Fire radio show, bringing you the Triple Shot Tuesday studio takeover. Woo! Over here with E-Sac, that's
What up?
right. We just played a track called Bible.
Bible.
And that stands for?
Basic instructions before leaving Earth.
That's right.
Shout out to Killer Priest from the Wu-Tang Clan. Thank you for that one.
Hey, that was dope. That was speaking
Yeah.
some life into me.
Hey, for real, yeah. That was a fucking ODM like that song. From Lighter Shade of Brown. Yeah. It was one of the songs that he thought was pretty dope. He's like, man, that's a deep ass song.
Yes.
And if you listen to it, yeah, like if you sit down and listen to what I'm saying, yeah, that's like we were talking about earlier about life, how
Yes.
like it's here and then it's gone, and it's like, what did you do and where are we going after that? Like, just
Yeah.
my rendition of what I think,
Definitely.
you know.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. So like I said, like your lyrics are very deep and very emotional, speaking life and speaking about like truth, basically of what
Right.
you went through, and like I said, it relates to me. I mean, I relate a lot to it, and not only that, but like I think it could resonate with a lot of other people out there listening to your music too.
And that's my goal whenever I like sit down and write shit. Like if it's that kind of record, like I want it to be like relatable, and I want people to like to gravitate to it and resonate to it, because like I'm giving you a piece of me whenever I'm sitting down making like those kind of records. Unless we're like bullshitting, like talking shit and bang shit. Then, I mean, that's some other shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Do you find yourself? So I do know, like you said earlier, that you have family life and you have work and all that other stuff. So you find yourself sometimes struggling to sit there and write your tracks.
Yeah, especially like I said, when it doesn't feel real to me or original. Like, yeah, how am I gonna sit about fucking sitting there talking about like I'm trapping in the hood? Like, come on, bro. Like, I'll tell you what I did before. I mean, and it'll sound it's real, but come on, bro. Like, why were you? I'm past that. Like,
Yeah.
Like as artists, we gotta elevate and there's an evolution. Like, you can't just like and that goes for life. Period. Like. you know, you can't be stuck in the same fucking like same old shit like all the time. Like
exactly.
Like then what was your whole purpose of living, bro? Give the life to someone else that deserves it and shit. Like fuck that.
That's right.
Yeah.
Where'd you grow up at?
Long Beach.
Oh, Long Beach.
Yeah.
That's why you had the LB.
Yeah.
That's
And
right.
tattoos and shit. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, yeah, I'm a product of Long Beach. I was born in Mexico.
What
Yeah.
part?
San Luis Sonora.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sonora.
Yeah, R.I.P. to Lefty SM. Yeah, he was from the same place where I was born in, San Luis Sonora, yeah.
Okay. And you know, I don't think I've ever told you this, or maybe I did. I think maybe when I did the Triple Shot Tuesday back to back, I always said, like, I like the way that you incorporate our culture in your raps.
I had
you
to.
continue doing the
Right.
Spanish and the English and dropping it.
And I had been doing that, like, from the gate. Like, remember I told you I started recording in 2005? Like, I'm going to find some and I'm going to send you some old-ass music. I had been doing that. Like now it's become the trend now. Like, now you hear all these, everybody trying to, like, rap in Spanish now. But, like, it's been my, like goal to let people know, like, okay, see, I'm Mexican, I'm Hispanic. I can spit in Spanish.
Yeah.
And it sounds good both ways. Yeah.
And then I do hear a lot of so you have tracks with a couple of artists that I've already met, like Kiki Smooth.
Right.
You have a track with him.
I got a track with him. I got a track
And with Killer Left.
With Killer Left.
That's right.
I
The
got-
homie. Shout out to
Yeah,
Killer
shout
Left.
out to Killer. He's got a project coming soon. EP.
Yeah.
Right. Leftover Anger. We're excited for that. We got a few records together too on that one.
Dope.
And then who else did I have? David Rolas. Shout out to him.
I've never met him, and I haven't got him on my show, so I might want
very
to hit him up so that
very
way he
dope
can send
gentleman.
his tracks in
Very
too.
dope gentleman. He's really cool. It was a blessing having him just walk into the studio and be like, man, I like that song, bro. We're gonna bless him. We're gonna bless him, Choco. And he jumped in the booth. Because that song Bible didn't have him singing on it. It was just me saying basic instructions before leaving Earth. And he was vibing to it, and we were in the studio, and he's like, man, I gotta do something. Like what you're talking about resonated to me, bro. So let me go in the studio, let me go in the booth real quick, and I'm gonna lay something for you. And he did that. Yeah,
shit.
so when we do the video, I already talked to him, like I wanna get him to get on the video. He said he's down. So
Damn, that's dope.
That's gonna be a dope ass video too, whenever it happens. But it's gonna happen. It's coming. Visuals are coming, people. I know I've been running my mouth about the visuals, but they're coming. For real. Yeah, your boy had to build up the confidence, so we're ready. Let's go. Yeah, no doubt.
Damn. Hey, so is there anybody that you would like to do like an opener for? Like anybody in particular, any artist that you've been wanting to do?
I'm trying to do whatever.
Or like somebody who would you want to be on a track with? That's somebody that's out there.
Like famous?
Yeah, or someone that you
Nas.
always wanted.
Nas,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nas. For real, Nas. He's dope. Nas.
What's your influences with music as far as like, you know, when you do create your music? Is there anybody that's been like an influence?
Nas.
Well, okay. Well, what did you grow up with listening to?
So West Coast and East Coast, like everything, like you know, like growing up when I was a little middle schooler, I lived on the east side of Long Beach, and I remember we were driving around by the VIP, and I remember Snoop and then they were recording that video. What's my name?
Oh yeah.
And he was on top of the VIP, and then like back then, yeah, that was like the Dog Pound and like all that West Coast shit, like I just love hip hop. Period. Like I was influenced by Wu-Tang, Nas.
Yeah.
Shit, everything. Big Pun, Psycho Realm, all over. Like, so I listen to what you're saying when I don't just vibe off the beat. Like that's just like cherry on top of the sundae. Like I'm really listening to what they're saying. So if you spitting and you got worse and like you spitting some real shit, then you know you got me. Like yeah, I'm all about the lyrics. Yeah, so like Kendrick, we fuck with Kendrick. We don't fuck with Drake. We fuck with Kendrick. Yeah.
We were just talking about
Kendrick.
that.
Yeah, nah, for real. Like I would like, come on, man. That like even that like, well, Kendrick is a lyricist, bro. You're not here with that. But yeah, like I'm all about what they're saying. Like I'm just a student of the game. Like I like music, all kinds of music though. That's like, for example, like I have a lyric on 24/7 that I borrowed from Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. There's a song that he has, one more dance with Mary Jane. One more to heal the pain. So in my second verse, I'm like, what did I say? never grow old, never slow down, never grow old.
Yeah.
That was from a lyric that Tom Petty used on one of his songs.
Oh.
Yeah, so I try to borrow from whatever, like
Yeah.
if it resonates and it sounds dope, like I'll throw my little spin on it.
Yeah, like I was telling you, the one that says Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
that one
Thursday,
too. That was from that
Friday,
funk
Saturday.
song. Yeah. So for those that don't know, now they know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. When I heard that track, I was just like, wait a minute, that's from that old jam right there. And then you put your little flavor in it. I was like, oh, I love it. I like when artists do that shit.
Why
Hell
not
yeah.
though? Like they put it on for us to borrow and get inspired.
And
Like,
I'm pretty sure a lot of artists, like they probably feel good about that. I mean, the ones that are really humble about it. But then there's those artists that they're like, nah, man, now you trying to copy me or whatever. But for the most part, I've always heard like other artists that have been in the game for a long time, they get like really like flattered.
Yeah, of course they should.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, let's go ahead and have you introduce this exclusive that we're going to go ahead and drop.
This one right here is exclusive for Two Souls on Fire Radio. It's called Slow It Down. Oh, Triple Shot Tuesday Studio Takeover. It's called Slow It Down. This one's for the ladies out there. I took my time and thought about y'all, and this one's really smooth. Something to drive down the coast. Mm-hmm. Just vibing with, blow one, pour some.
That's right. It's only here on Two Souls on Fire
Slow
Radio.
It down. Coming soon.
It's for the ladies. Only ladies.
In the DMs and I've been wanna dig out. Dice que está aburrida, wanna get out the house. Echarse unos tragos, cruise por la noche. Echarse unos toques, post by the ocean. I ran out the house and I jumped in the whip. Be there in 20 if the traffic ain't thick. Looking for the big, finna light up the spliff. Hit the red light, up and smoking this bitch. Light turn green, mama lona full of steam. Pushing something mean, looking clean on the scene. See, que my cut, y'all know what I mean. Boss, fuck a cost, gassing shit to a G. Hit that left, pull over at a crib. Baby posted outside, looking hella thick. Eres bebecita, eres bebesota. Reina del barrio, de las peligrosas. Slow it down, baby, what's the hurry? Pouring grimace, Cody McFlurry. Blowing trees, fuck a worry. Make him out, we riding dirty. Slow it down, baby, what's the hurry? Pouring grimace, Cody McFlurry. Blowing trees, fuck a worry. Make him out, we riding dirty. Se trepa en mi troca, me pide de la mota. This that OG, pobrecita se me ahoga. Mira ese cuerpo, baby, toda diosa. Anda grifa, esta noche se me mocha. Pushing down PCA, smelling the ocean. Luminous waves, full moon, we just coasting. Mud on the rocks, cool vibes, we just posting. Without a eye, got blunt, so roll motion. Hit the window, pa' escuchar el mar. Mami tiene frío, se me acerca más. Hands on the thighs, I'm saying too much. Keep my mouth shut like a gentleman does. Sapiosexual, aquí es química. Amas gemelas, vamos a volar. Más que lo físico, cogida mental. Quemando de la buena, se siente sensual. Slow it down, baby, what's the hurry? Pouring grimace, Cody McFlurry. Blowing trees, fuck a worry. Make him out, we riding dirty. Slow it down, baby, what's the hurry? Pouring grimace, Cody McFlurry. Blowing trees, fuck a worry. Make him out, we riding dirty.
What up, y'all? This is Two Souls from Two Souls on Fire Radio Show with the Triple Shot Tuesday Studio Takeover with the homie E-Sac right here.
Yeah, what up,
That's
y'all?
right. We just played an exclusive track right here, only for Two Souls on Fire Radio, powered by Jamhits.
Yes.
Hey, we just played this track called what? Slow It Down.
Slow it down, yes.
Ooh, I was feeling that shit. I was like, ooh, damn.
Yeah,
Pour some
see?
water on me because it's getting hot in this room.
That's what's up, then.
That's right. You did say that track was for women. I was just like telling him all these ideas for a video already, huh?
Yeah, nah, we gonna do that. That's dope.
Yeah, I was just like, oh man, it's just bomb. Like I like all the slow parts, you know, and the Spanish and the English, like romantic
and
shit.
that guitar was dope. Because originally the beat didn't sound like that.
Oh,
Yeah, the beat didn't sound like that, nothing like that. And good thing that I bought the stems. So artists out there, if you want to really take your music to another level, make sure you get the stems from the producer. That way, if another artist bought the beat, because a lot of producers sell beats to different artists, you won't sound like the other song. So that's some free game. And then you take it to your engineer, and hopefully, you know, he's a beat maker and all that, and you just like make it yours.
Okay.
So that's what we did. Shout out to the homie Choco, Fire Hat Studio. He did that. He's like, bro, right here. He's like, I heard something, bro. He's like, ooh, we got into his little shit. He brought out the guitars. Like, dude, this is dope. So like, yeah, he really took that to another. Yeah, shout out to the homie for that one.
Yeah, that's right. I was like, damn, I was feeling that.
That guitar.
Especially when you sing in Spanish, you know, like me, like I love like Spanish rap artists. Like I just, it's, you know, it's a little thing. I mean, you know, you guys out there trying to listen to what Tuso's about to say right now, but that's like a little kink, okay?
Yeah.
Like the Spanish, like rapping, you know, it's like, oh man, like I love the voices. I love how it sounds. It's like,
Spanish
damn,
language,
especially when you're
period.
singing in the like the sexy tone, you know, like putting that vibe out there, romantic, you know what I mean? Even if, like you said, for the women, you know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
And like I was telling you, I was like, I felt like I was cruising down like you know, the Pacific Coast Highway, you know what I mean? And then getting to the beach and just being romantic with some candles, you know what I mean? Some like, you know, chocolate dipped strawberries and, you know, whipped cream and shit like that.
Yeah.
Hey.
That's what's up.
Hey, hint, guys, come on.
Step it up, fellas.
You got to step up your game, man.
Yeah,
That's
shout
right.
out to that one.
Hey, wait a minute. Well, are you even a romantic person with your wifey? We got to know.
I
Is she
try to
watching?
be. Yeah,
she's
gonna
gotta
be
put
watching.
the comments right there.
Nah,
Let us know.
She's gonna be watching. Yeah, no, I try to do the most.
Yeah, because if you're singing about it, we need to know if you really about it.
Oh yeah. No, I try to do the most. Like I recently for our anniversary, I bought her some sunflowers. Those are her favorite flowers.
Oh,
I could have just bought one or two. Nah, but I bought a bunch of them.
Damn.
You know what I mean? So I make it look all nice and like a boutique and shit of sunflowers. So yeah. Yeah.
You mean a bouquet?
Boutique. What I said, boutique? Yeah, bouquet. Bouquet of flowers, not boutique. Yeah. Wow. See, I'm already puras payas. Get that guy out
He's
of
getting
here.
nervous because I'm putting him on the spot.
You are. I'm turning red now.
He's like, damn it, she's gonna ask about that. Oh man, my wife's watching. She's probably gonna say, he ain't romantic.
That's fucked up. Nah. You got to do the most for the ladies. You know?
I always say, you know, like once you have your woman and you know you have her, you got to remember to keep dating her. You know what I
Right.
mean? You got to
Yeah.
remember that because us women, that's how we are. We want to make sure that our man keeps dating us.
Right,
You know,
right.
because some men out there, or you know, women too. I mean, once
that
you
part.
have that relationship, there's times where like they stop doing the most in the beginning how they used to be, and you get kind of like, you know, stagnant. I know we got life, we got work, we
Right.
got kids and all that, you know, and it is in the music, you know, career and all that, but you always got to remember to make time, you know what I mean?
Right.
Because if you're not like whining and dining her and 69ing her, someone else is going to be doing that
Yeah,
shit.
that part. No.
Hey, I'm rapping, guys.
Bars. No, but it's true, and it goes both ways for women and men. Like, you know, like as guys, like we want to feel like wanted by a woman too. Like
exactly.
it's not just the other way. Like it's not a one-way street. Like it's supposed
both.
to. Yeah, especially if you want it to
be
last.
reciprocated.
Right. That
exactly,
part.
that part.
Yeah.
That part. All right, well, I think it's time for us to take these shots right here, and we're gonna go ahead and take a shot for everybody here. And this one's brought to you by Santi
Salud.
Section, you guys. He brought us this liquor, and I want to say this. This is the reason why I told him earlier we're gonna take the shot because of the exclusive track that he sent us. Slow It Down. Congratulations on that, right there, bro.
Thank you.
That's right.
Woo.
That's right, man. Oh, that feels good, right?
Yeah, that was good. That kind of mellow.
That's soft. It's a soft touch. It's not
Yeah.
like I'm not trying to get you drunk or anything like that, guys. All right, don't think I try to get people drunk on my show.
Come over and get drunk now.
Everybody's always like, "Damn, that Tusos is always giving everybody some liquor." Yeah, but if you guys ever want to donate to our show, you guys are more than welcome. We have the link on the link tree, so that way we can go ahead and buy some more equipment, get some more props, and all that other stuff. And like I always tell all the artists, that come through here, if you guys want to give us a donation or if you want to bring a bottle, hey, that's on you guys, that'd be awesome too, because these bottles right here, we go ahead and share them, like what we're doing right now. So, it saves us some time and some money to do that too as well.
Right.
You know what I mean? I really love what I do, and bringing you guys on the set, getting to know you, and also having my audience get to know you as well.
And we appreciate it as artists. As far as my opinion, like the platform that you guys provide, because this is part of the networking and part of pushing yourself out there. Like,
definitely.
Artists, we need to do this. Come to the podcast and don't think you prima donna and I'm too good for that. Nah, come through.
Yeah,
come
definitely.
Through.
And I think that I thank you that you're taking the time to come through too, because there has been times where like I'll have like I'm kind of like hunting down artists myself. Like I do a lot of scouting. I call it scouting.
Right.
You know how like when a scout tries to find like a football player,
talent,
or something like that. So I kind of do that myself. With who also helps me out. It's one of my friends. His name's Alex. If he's listening, he's from the OC, and he's always like sending me like artists here and there. He's like, hey, you got to check this guy. You got to check this guy out, And so we do that. And then also like Tony's Talk Showcase, we do that same thing. We both like, if I find an artist or he finds an artist and we're like, hey, you know what? You don't have him on your show. Hey, hit him up.
Yeah.
Get his music out there, So that's what I like about it, is that we collab together. There's a lot of different collaboration that I do, even with PUSO 82.3 FM. Shout out to Ohio. They've also sent me tracks from like other artists that they have, and they're like, hey, you might want to check them out. So we're a whole group of people, that are here to provide promotional, like for stuff for the artists.
And you've been good about that, because you turned me on to people that hit up and been on shows like the G Lou show.
Yeah,
Cafe
you were on
Soul.
him.
Yeah,
you were
shout
on
out
his
to them.
show.
Yeah.
Shout out to the G Lou.
Yeah.
That's right.
Profile
the fam.
Podcast, Big A.
Oh yeah, Double A.
Double A, my bad. Big
Yeah.
Double
Profile.
A.
Yeah, Profile Podcast.
That's the homie right there. Yeah. And that's the way. Like, what's that saying? And we have in our culture, El pueblo unido jamás será vencido.
Yeah,
like that makes sense with what we're trying to do. Like, if we're moving collectively, then like that's how you make moves and
that's
become
how
something
it is.
bigger.
Yeah. And then I think it's not too long ago. Well, we had a discussion. This was back probably a year ago, and I had told you, I said, I might be a radio host promoting artists. There might be tons of radio hosts that are promoting artists as well. And it doesn't mean that I'm trying to mimic them exactly in the same way, but everybody has their own type of flavor that they're bringing into the show. That the either being a podcast, either being the radio host, either doing interviews or shows or whatever have you, and we're and there's some of them, the artists. I mean, some of the podcasts or shows that are collaborating, like the ones I just mentioned, like the Night with Comedy. I have Long Beach Carlos and I Can't Bootleg. I have Tony's Talk Showcase. So like when you have a good amount of people backing you up and not hating on one another, like I've never once told anybody like, oh, you're copying me, or your show is exactly like mine. Why are you doing that? Or like, there's no need to like even like stress over it.
There's enough room out here.
My audience is gonna gravitate to me because of me, of who I am humbly, a person that I am. So that's how I think we had gravitated too, because I remember you were like, oh, I like what you're doing. You were always in the DMs telling me like how much you appreciated it. And then guess what? Remember when I got your homie Killer Left.
Right.
Because he had submitted some songs, right? And then I was like getting on his case. Killer Left is going to remember this. Because I was like, he sent me some tracks, but I don't know if that's him or not, because his real name came out on the email, right?
Right, yeah.
And then I'm like, you need to get on your boy. You need to tell him that when he sends emails that he needs to tell like whoever, like in the email, that it has to say like the name of the artist or like the social media links or the names of the titles of those tracks, because when I got him, I was like, wait, who is this? And I never got to play it right away because like we have to do footwork, and it's hard like for us in the music industry to like having to figure out, okay, who is this? And then we send an email, and then it takes time to get that email back sometimes because the artist is busy or whatever have you. And we're over here anxious to play that track, but I'm like, we're not going to play it because we don't have the details. And I'm not about to like play a track that I don't have the details for, because I might end up thinking it's like, how many times I've had tracks sent to us that have the same title?
Right.
And it's 3 different artists.
Right,
That shit's
right.
crazy.
Yeah.
And then I don't want to get in trouble by playing it
Like,
and putting it
so-and-so's, but it's really so-and-so's.
and then they call me
Yeah.
out on it. The artist is like, "Hey, I saw that you put the wrong name and that's me." And I'm like, "Oh, well, next time you need to follow the requirements."
I was on them too. Like, hey, killer, you gotta reach out, bro, and do your diligence. Yeah. Make sure she knows who you are, bro.
Yeah, I remember that
Yeah.
conversation. And then he sent me a message back, and we chopped it up, and here we are now. I mean, he's been on 2 shows.
Yeah.
I think, 2 shows of
I
ours.
caught wind of you from the homie Caesar Laughter. I saw that.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
that's because I
Caesar.
saw you had his music on. I was like, dude, how'd he get on that? That's why I was like, oh, let me reach out. See
That's
what's up.
right. Shout out
Yeah.
to him. Yeah. And you know
Yeah.
what? I've never had him, like, I've never interviewed him or anything like that, like how we are now, but I have played his tracks, stuff
Right.
like that. But yeah, I was going to ask you that. I was like, how did we even run
Yeah.
across each other?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I thought it was through Kiki Smooth, though, but it was through Caesar,
Through
huh?
Caesar, yeah, because I saw that you were playing one of his singles that he had just dropped, and I was like, oh, I gotta get on that, bro.
Yeah, I remember that shit. Shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out to Caesar.
Damn. See, and then here we are, and then I
Yeah.
remember you were like, "Hey, how can you help me out to find like me to get on interviews on
Yeah.
podcasts and stuff like that?" And and that's the thing, like I'm saying, it's just like a lot of artists out there sometimes they'll kind of get upset at certain things that we do because they want us to focus just on them. And then I'm like, hey, look, I'm gonna give you like certain titles of like different shows that are out there, but you gotta do the footwork. I mean, I can tell you like, hey, you know what, like just tell them that Two Soul sent you, and they'll know, like if I'm sending you because you're good people, I'm sending you, you're a good person, and you're really dedicated to what you're doing. That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
But then sometimes I have some artists will tell me like, well, aren't you going to tell them about me? And they get all mad at me. They're like, well, so I could have just done that. And I was like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, nah. And it's true because the homie G knew.
Scratch.
I did the same thing he told me. Like, hey, tell him Two Soul sending you. And the homie, it took some time, but he got at me.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
like, hey, can you come in at this time? I'm like, yeah, bro.
Yeah.
We good.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I could only do so much. You
Right,
know,
you
like
gotta
my
do
radio
your-
show
yeah.
could only do so much. You got to do the rest. I mean, I'm more than happy to extend a hand, like they say, and then after that, like you got to
Yeah.
continue
And
the
it's
follow up.
appreciated. Like I told you so many times, like I appreciate your support because you know how it's hard being like an independent artist or artist that hasn't surfaced yet because like nobody knows who you are and like who's this guy. Like,
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so much love, support.
Yeah, and
Appreciate
it's not easy, you know what I mean? That's why I'm telling you that we do what we do to, keep you guys on top of the game so that way people can know about you. Because a lot of times, a lot of artists, that's the thing that they kind of forget is advertising themselves and promoting themselves, using the marketing of their music. Like they keep on making music, but they're not they're not taking advantage of all these radio shows out there and podcasts that are out there looking for them, and then they make us look for them, and then some of them, I'm not going to mention some names, but some of them have acted like they don't have time for me. They're like, like, I'm like, okay, well, you're not Jay-Z yet.
Yeah,
you're not
come
no
on
Ice
now.
Cube, and
Come
you're
on.
trying to treat me like,
Yeah.
oh, I don't got time for
You
you.
need to hit that deflate button in that ego real
So I was
quick.
like, man, and it's just like, I've had even, artists that kind of get upset that I'm asking for the MP3s, and it's just like, they just want to send me their links and then have me search it on Spotify or iCloud or whatever.
Yeah,
and I'm
nah.
like, nah, I'm sorry, but our radio show consists of having the actual MP3. That's what we got to do to play it on our software and our radio stations. We can't just accept the link and open it,
Like the homie Tony, shout out to him too. Like
Yeah.
I got on his stuff a while back too. Like before me and you got connected. Yeah, he did. He did a little interview on me too on like on IG Live real quick.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
When I
remember.
first started like putting my music out. And yeah, same thing. Like, bro, send me your music. And you gotta like do that because they're looking for content the same way we're bringing the content out. Like you guys are looking for a content to be
Yes.
put out.
Yes.
And that's how you get your name around, and that's how you network. Like,
Yep.
Yeah. Like,
And that's why we're here today doing
Yeah,
what we're
shout out
doing.
to
You know what I
that.
mean? All right, so we got another track that you're going to go ahead and drop.
yeah.
We got too much into our
Yeah,
conversation. He's like, what?
You were listening to Two Souls on Fire Radio, Triple Shot Tuesday, Studio Takeover. This next song we got for y'all is called Childhood Scars.
Scars. Yeah.
This one's a
That's
deep one,
right.
so ears, please.
Daddy, remember the collectible that you have with like the red body? They're making a movie on it on April 12th. So yeah, do you want to go see it with me? So
no love I had for no other. Man I looked up to, he was my father. Generational curse, so cause I wasn't his. Lack of hugs and kisses, cause I wasn't kin. Thoughts through my mind, remember as a kid. Love and affection, with my sister she was his. Give me a reason for the beatings, mistreatings. Verbal abuse, bruised up and bleeding. Mom was no help, she was battling demons. Fuck CPS, and joking, y'all seen it. Biological father, he was MIA. Love you, mom, but you the only one to blame. Motherfucker ain't shit, that was his name. Hatred in my heart, you lit the flame. We all just products of our own mothers.
What up, people? This is Two Souls from Two Souls on Fire radio show with another Triple Shot Tuesday studio takeover. With the homie E-Sac right here.
Long Beach
Recording
in the house.
artist, that's right. I hope you guys like that track that we just played. And that was called
Childhood Scars.
Childhood Scars. That was my first time listening to that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first time. I was like, damn, that's deep.
It is deep.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Because like that's true what you're saying. The
Right.
childhood scars, like that was kind of like reflecting what we were talking about earlier
Right,
in
right.
the interview about how, you know, when we're growing up and stuff like that and things that we go through,
Right.
you know, it does like leave a scar in our heart, you know what I mean?
It does, yeah. And how we base our parenting off of how our parents raised us, and
Yeah.
they base their parenting on their parents raised them.
How their
And
parents
it's a
raised
cycle,
them.
so we gotta learn how to break that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I know that there was a song too. Maybe it's that one where you were like, well, I don't know if that one, but okay, so correct me if I'm wrong. But there was a track where you were singing how you were rapping how like you're trying to give the best to your kids now. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
you're trying to like give them the best. Like, you know, if whatever you didn't have, that you're trying to give them the best, and you're trying to give your child the best. You know, like. We all want that for our kids, you know what I mean?
Right, right.
Like sometimes we don't have certain things that we were growing up with, and then it's just like, hey, you know what? Like this is my opportunity now to like I might like I guess I'm trying to say is like we have the choice to not have our life like how our family or our dad or mom or whatever, like whatever we went through, we're like, you know what? Like, okay, I went through that, but I'm not gonna let my child go through that. I'm going to give the best to my child, you know what I mean? And we're
Right.
going to try our best as an adult to give the best we can to our children. You know what I mean? It's like we learn from that. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like you said.
Because we gotta do better. Yeah. Because then what's the point?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Man. Well, I hope you guys are having a good time with us here on Triple Shot Tuesday Studio Takeover. Everybody that's
Yeah.
watching us on Jam Hits TV,
Hits
Jam Hits
TV.
Music, YouTube, and
Yeah.
also listening to us on Zeno FM Radio.
Zeno
And not
FM.
only that, this show's going to be also broadcasted on POSO 82.3 FM, and that's in Ohio. It always premieres on Saturdays at 1 p.m. East Coast, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So did you
Yeah.
know that?
No, I didn't. Shout out Ohio.
This show's gonna be played out there on
Hey, just
Saturdays.
get at me and I'll go over there if you guys need me to.
Yeah, shit.
For real.
Hey, Two Souls on Fire Radio is out there, man. That's what I was
See?
like,
Let's go
damn,
there.
shit.
We gotta
People
do a
gonna
show out
listen
there.
to you. You know, that's what I was telling Jam Hits TV music producer right here, Mike. You know, it's
Yeah.
just like, you know, we're continuing. We're trying to build our name out here. You know, like put our shows out there. You know, here and there. But you know, one day, you know, maybe we could try to like move it to like a different city. You know what I mean? Or different county or something like that. You know?
Sometimes you get embraced from the outside sources,
Mm-hmm.
like you know, like different states, different parts of the country. Like it just
Definitely.
happens like that.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
it just happens like
yeah,
that.
Yeah, for
yeah,
real.
like we have a lot of listeners out there that listen to our show from Argentina. I have a lot
That's
of
dope.
Ukrainian people. I have a lot of people that listen to us from Mexico.
Yeah, shout
That's
out
right.
Mexico.
That's right. So, because I'm able to see, you know, where they're listening and stuff like that. So we do
dope.
get a lot of, and then also Canada. A lot of people listening to us from Canada, and then we had just recently had people from Ecuador and Peru.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, so I'm like, damn, they're
Yeah.
listening to you rap
That's
and
hard.
shit.
Yeah. What's up, Canada? We still don't fuck with Drake. I'm sorry. We Team Kendrick over here. K-Dot.
Oh my goodness. All right, so look, are you ready for the next shot, or you want to wait?
No, we're good.
Because we're on Triple Shot Tuesday
Triple
Studio
Shot.
Takeover. That's
So
right.
we have to take the shot.
So
it's
we
in
have
the name.
another
It's in the logo.
shot. That's right. Triple Shot Tuesday Studio Takeover. Hey, you guys, I don't know if you guys are drinking on a Tuesday, if you guys are, warming up just, with one beer or two, but here we go. We're going to go ahead and take this other shot. This was
Salud.
brought to you by Santi Section right here. Salud.
Salud.
That's right.
Yo.
The second one is like, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so what we do here on the show, and most of the audience that I've already, rock with me on Triple Shot Tuesday Studio Takeover, they know what's coming towards the end. It's a freestyle or an acapella or, just putting you on the spot. Basically, if you're gonna go ahead and rap, you're gonna go ahead and sing. Show us what you got. You know what I mean? So I don't know what you want to do. You up for the challenge?
I'll do a little something. Let's do some acapella.
All right, let's do this. All right, here we go. The premiere of the acapella here on Triple Shot Tuesday Studio Takeover with E-Sac.
Yo, Long Beach Mexican, straight out the element, rep my city, came here to represent. So many ways to paint and illustrate, worn on my G's, RIP to Nate, gin and juice sipping, dog pounding with my villains. Came out the trenches, came out willing, trying to make my way, trying to come through. I'm trying to stack the dollars, trying to make it go. Ooh. No. We good. I'm done. That's all y'all get.
That's all y'all get.
No, my bad, though.
Oh, my God. That was
Big
good. That was good.
turn red now.
Oh, he's turning all like a tomato and shit.
Nah. It's all good.
Hey, you said to play
You have
that
to edit
one.
that out, bro.
No, man. You know what? Like, I enjoy it. I enjoy doing this. You know what I mean? And we're, like I said earlier, we're not all perfect, and this shows like that you're a humble person as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Trying to be up for the challenge, and just be put on the spot doing the freestyle. Hey, you know what? I appreciate
my
you,
written
man.
is a lot better than my freestyle. That's for sure. That's for sure.
Man. All right. Well, it was great having you here. And before we wrap the show, is there any shout outs that you want to give or any information you want to give out there to anybody?
Shout outs to my family, shout outs to wife, shout outs to everyone that supported me, shout out to everybody that just took time and listened to what I'm talking about. I really appreciate you. 24/7, the video's out now. Please go stream that, run them numbers up. I got kids to feed. Got more music coming on the way. Once again, I appreciate everyone that's showed interest in me. Like, really humbled by the interest and people fucking with me for real.
Yeah.
Straight up, thank you.
Definitely. And is there any advice that you would give to a new upcoming artist that's barely starting out? Like, what would you say to them? Like,
Just stay consistent. Like, stay consistent and keep going. And I speak on experience and regrets that I didn't keep that same consistency as when I was younger. Because it would have been totally different right now.
oh, you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you would have just kept going.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
But you had a kid. I think that was the whole.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're really focused and your drive is strong, don't let life and its blunders and the hurdles that come, don't just keep going, keep pushing. Yeah, because as soon as you know it, you be my age, and then I'm not saying I'm old, but I'm just saying like
you're not old.
There's a lot more that I could have done with my time, and
Yeah.
right here on Earth, the time that we have is a gift. That's what's called the present. It's a present from the cosmos.
Yeah, like
You know what I
that
mean?
track Bible.
Yeah, Bible. Yeah,
That's
exactly.
right. What does it stand for again?
Basic
Basic instructions before leaving Earth.
Yeah.
Hey.
For real. Shout out Killer Priest from the Wu-Tang Clan.
That's right. All right, guys, we're already done. And this is Triple Shot Tuesday Studio Takeover with the one and only Two Souls on Fire hosting Two Souls and right here with E-Sac. And you
Thank
know what?
y'all.
I'm so blessed to have everybody watching and listening. And don't forget to stay tuned for the next Triple Shot Tuesday Studio Takeover. Make sure you guys follow also the other podcasts that we have on the network. It's Mega Time, the Culture Rich podcast, and not only but last Santi Section podcast. And you guys want to go ahead and be on the show, hit them up. You know what I'm saying? And if you're an upcoming artist, if you're a band, if you're an upcoming comedian, music producer, I'll have you here on my show. So hit me up in the DM so that way we can go ahead and make it work. Thank you so much for blessing us here with the mic. Oh, what? He did the freestyle. Hey, thank you so much, E-Sac.
Thank you. Thank you
man,
for
it was
having
fun,
me.
though. It was
Thank
really
you.
fun. All right, peace out.
Thank
Hey,
you.
tell everybody
Hey,
where
much
they can
love.
find you at.
Oh, Instagram. E_SAC_MUSIC.
Okay.
MUS.
He had to think about that one.
MUSIC. Yeah, make sure I
he's a
spell it
little
right.
tipsy already, guys.
Yeah,
oh,
no,
shit.
I just gotta make sure I had it right. Because then my man's gonna edit it and yeah, it's gotta come right. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, guys. Peace out. Two Souls is out. And keep grinding and shining, baby.
Long Beach.